Hello and I welcome all of you to our coaching call number 166 today. And we are going to cover page number 9 and 10. 9 and 10 of the booklet only. These are very important pages because a lot of questions are coming from this page directly. So, what we have, okay, the first topic is program integration management. These are the only two places where integration word is used. One is in this and other is in your eco task number 35 of the life of the governance. Last task of the governance, it is saying the program, develop the program integration management plan. That's the only point where it is used. So very important from the exam point of view. It includes the activities needed to identify, define, combine, unify, and coordinate multiple components in the program throughout the program lifecycle. So the key word of integration is combine, unify, and coordinate multiple components. This is not the keyword of any other document that we have studied till now. So whenever there is, surely when you get the word of unification, there is your integrating to making everything together with each other. Program infrastructure development. This is also the first topic in our magic grid, and it is initiated in the program definition phase and may be repeated at any time during the program life cycle. The following are the key reasons for developing the infrastructure. The question can be why you need to develop the program infrastructure. So in that case, the answers are, this is page number, sorry, we didn't cover this yesterday, right? Page number 11.
No,
Yeah,
sir, we
correct.
did not.
Oh, yeah, sorry, this is correct. So actually, the slide number is different. Okay. It investigate, assesses, and plan the support structure that will assist in program in achieving its goals. So planning the support structure. It establishes the program managements and technical resources and components and designate the program management core team as part of establishing the program infrastructure. So yesterday we saw that program manager and program sponsor was assigned in your program formulation surface. Under the umbrella of program infrastructure development, we will be designating my program management core team. That is the key point in the infrastructure development. And its core elements are PMO and program management information system. You will have the questions also today when we will do today. Most of the resources and program costs are managed at the component level instead of the program level. Very important. So most of your percentage of the resources that you will be using and also the contribution in your program budget will be coming from your component cost, because the maximum benefits or maximum work that I am doing in my program is at the component level, because all the benefits are realized, are delivered by individual components here. So that is a important point to note. Program management information system. It consists of tools, keyword, used to collect, integrate, and communicate information critical to the effective management of one or more of the programs. So whenever talks about the information, at least you can expect 3 to 4 direct questions from the PMIS today in our coaching call also. So I will explain it again. Also in the collaboration domain, under the success factor of transparency, those who have studied with me, program information management system is mentioned there. So the best thing under the to show transparency whatever is going on in your program is to utilize your program information systems or program management information system. So that is a very important point. PMIS is under your infrastructure. Also in itself, how to tool to manage and communicate the information, and also to ensure transparency in your program. That is the 3 to 4 major points from the PMIS, program management information system. Okay. Then program delivery management. Now I'm talking about the delivery management. It means I am in the components will come into play here. It includes the management, oversight, integration, and optimization of the program components that will deliver the capabilities and benefits required for the organization to realize a value. the following actions are performed. So now he is telling you that what actions you are performing under your delivery phase, or how you are managing the delivery of your program. Management of interdependencies, we know, because all the components that are under my program are interdependent or interrelated to each other. The program manager will approve or reject change requests that fall within his authority level, and this will be defined under your program governance plan. Till now, every time I have told you that program manager has no powers. 100% correct. All the decisions are taken by the steering committee. However, in the governance domain, we have said that the governance plan gives you the set the level of authority or level of powers that each stakeholder can have in your program lifecycle. So, if in the question they say the program manager makes a decision, and he how he can prove that he made the correct action, so that in that case the answer is that as per the governance plan, maybe he was given the authority to approve up to a certain amount of cost or make some certain decisions at the certain level. Okay, so this is a special case that is mentioned in point number 2 here. As the components reach the end of their respective life cycles, or as planned program level milestones are achieved, means benefits are delivered, in simple words, the program manager collaborates with the customer or sponsor to present a request to the program steering committee or program governance board to close or transition the component. Key point here, the decision is still made by your steering committee or the program governance board to close or terminate or transition the component. Okay, the same like the phase gate review. Why this is one of the question in your mock also, that with whom the program manager should collaborate to request to present a request to the steering committee. So that is the answer is customer or sponsor. Okay, this is the only place where both people are coming, customer or sponsor, and in the answer is also both two stakeholders are given there. The process of component transition includes making updates to the program roadmap. So whenever you will deliver something, transition will happen, the roadmap will be updated because your milestones are being realized or being delivered. These updates reflect both go, no-go decisions and approved change requests. So these updates, whenever the steering committee will make a decision, they will either allow you to go to the next phase or not allow you to go to the next phase, and your change request will not convert into your approved change requests that are mandatory to be taken care in my program lifecycle. Clear? Any question in this? Because yesterday somebody was making the mistakes for the components. So again, in the delivery phase, your components are coming into play. Program, okay, no question. Program performance management, very important term. It is an ongoing activity in every phase of the program life cycle and has the following purpose. Continuous monitoring gives the program management team insight into the current health of the program and identifies the areas that require special attention. So I'm checking the performance of the program, how the program is behaving, how the program is performing. And the typical outputs of doing the program performance management are program performance reports and the forecast. Very important, sure should question in the exam. What are the outputs of the program performance management activity? So these are your performance reports and the forecasts. Now we look into the content of the program performance reports. Now today we are discussing 3 reports. Please note it down. Program performance report, forecasts, and final program report. So you should very clearly understand which report is prepared in which phase of my program and what are the main content of that report. Okay, I will tell you what are the main content of these reports. Program performance reports is under your program delivery phase. While you are monitoring the benefits, while you are carrying out your delivery activities, I am preparing my program performance reports. Who is making this? The program manager prepares these and contains summary of the progress of all program components. Whenever it talks about which report you should present to the steering committee in order to report the progress of the components, it means he is talking about something which is maintained at my component level. So here it is my program performance reports. description of whether the program's goals will be met, what are my targets, status information about what work has been accomplished, what work remains to be completed, earned value and risks, issues and changes under consideration. The complete information about your component level progress is written in your program performance reports. Next are the forecasts. Enable the program manager and other key stakeholders to assess the likelihood of achieving planned outcomes and to provide predictions of the program's future state based on the current information and knowledge available. So here, whenever the forecast will be the answer, whenever the keyword of likelihood will come, you are forecasting something, you are assuming something, you are predicting something. Okay, these words are directly for the forecast, not in your program performance reports, not in your benefit register, not in your final program report. Okay, predictions or likelihood of how you will be able to assess the prediction of the future state that is mentioned in your forecast, and both reports are under your program delivery phase. Clear? Any question till now? Okay, everybody is, so everything clear?
So one question,
Yes.
the forecast report is also being prepared at component level, like the performance reports?
No, it is at the in the delivery phase. Don't get confused. At the component level, even the program performance report is also prepared by the program manager. It is not that it is prepared at the component level, but it is containing the information about all the components.
Okay.
Nothing is prepared at the component level means if I go at the component level, the project manager will be responsible then. So that is the
Right.
first line I wrote. Program manager prepares this. It means all these things are being done at the program level, but it is containing more detailed information about the progress of every component. That is the meaning here.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Now we go to the program closeout phase. So now the tone will change. I'm trying to close the program now. Upon successful benefits delivery and approval to proceed to close the program by the steering committee. You see what I have written here. Benefits are delivered and I have gotten the approval by the steering committee to proceed to the closure phase. It means the phase gate review has been done. I am out of the program delivery phase, where a program is either closed because the program charter is fulfilled, or internal or external conditions arise that bring the program to an early end. So, what are the conditions that a program can be closed? Number one, either the program charter is fulfilled, means whatever your actual desired thing to be achieved from your program is achieved, or some condition bring to you your early end, means some program is terminated. That is the only two conditions when your program can be closed. Successful program completion is judged against the approved business case, actual program outcomes, and the organization's current goal and strategic objectives. So these are business case in my starting document. If I say that I have achieved my benefits, so it will be judged according to my approved business case. All components should be completed or cancelled, and all contracts should be formally closed before the program itself is closed. Clear? So, but the most important thing in order to close the program is that all the components must be completed or closed. Is it clear to everybody? Even if your one component is open, you cannot close your program. Very clear. Upon program completion, knowledge transfer is performed. This is known as information archiving and transition. Knowledge transfer also supplements benefits statement by providing the new supporting organization with any relevant documentation, training, or materials. Means once I am going to transfer the knowledge, so who will be take it will also add on, it will also support my benefits sustainment, because all the information is going to my organization or to the people who are responsible to sustain the benefits. Program resources are released as the program is being closed, means resource transition. Team members and funding are reallocated or reassigned to other initiatives or the program. So this is my financial closure. So we will go to the detail of the magic grid tomorrow. So that the key point in the closure phase was financial closure and procurement closure, and transitions was risk transition, resource transition, and information archiving and transition. So in the program closure phase, actually that have been written in detail. And the last topic for today is a final program report. It is prepared in the program closure phase and presented to the steering committee for approval before the closeout activities commence. It contains so major difference between performance report and final program report. That was in my delivery phase, and the final program report is in my closure phase. Okay, the basic difference, basic tone that must be in your exam. And secondly, what are the contents? So this contains formal closure acceptance, benefits transition plan, financial and performance assessments, lesson learned, successes and failures, identified areas for improvement, risk management outcomes, unforeseen risks, customer approval, reason for program closeout, history of all baselines, and archive plan for program documentation. Principally, you don't need to remember these 10 points. Only thing you should have the idea and the picture that whenever this, or most probably, he will give you the which program, which of the following report will contain the information about your lesson learned, unforeseen risk, and history of all baselines in your program. Means a final program report. That is the most 70%. This is the tone. Okay. But on the other side, in your box also, I have written 2 or 3 questions in which it was asked what are the contents of the final program report. So that is also like root cause analysis is not written here. There is a major difference that is always written in your mock question. So if we have unforeseen risk but no root cause, because root cause is not done in the final program report. Okay. So any question in the theoretical part today?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Final report, final program report. You got lessons learned. So how do you disseminate lessons learned in the final program report and information plan?
Okay. Lesson learned actually also goes as an input to your information archiving and database that we have seen in our eco report, the lesson learned to the information repository, right? So that goes by default. This is not a report. Information repository is like the organizational process assets. That is your database that can be utilized by anybody in the future also. But as a final program report, only relevant to my program, like when you are closing your program, you have to present the final report to your client for that program. You will give him the final program report. I cannot give him the access to my organizational database, to my program client, right? So in the lesson learned in the context of the eco of the program lifecycle domain is mostly focusing on your internal improvement or your organizational improvement, or what you can use as a program manager to for your current and future programs. That has nothing to do with my client. But consider this final program report that will be presented at the as a handover document to your customer or to your client. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Good. Any other question from anybody? Then we go to the questions. Okay, let's start with the questions. Question number 21.
We don't see anything yet. Okay, we see it now.
But are you seeing with the answer or without the answer? Let me see.
No, I couldn't tell. You switched it.
Now?
Now we can see it. No answers. No answers.
Okay, question number 21.
Okay.
From today onwards, what I have tried my best to put the questions relevant to the topic that we just covered in this class. Okay, but as there are a lot of questions that I am preparing, a lot of data is there. So in the 10 questions, it's not only possible to cover only that topics, but basically I have thought that it is best to only, that's why I had not put on any benefits topic questions here, because that I will cover in the benefits domain. But principally, just try to be very attentive in the, I think, sorry, it was disconnected. So we are discussing question number 21. Can you see my screen again? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a topic from the collaboration domain. So the 7 success factors. So no, I got very less answers to this question. So program project information systems have an essential role in supporting the value of which of the collaboration factor among the stakeholder. So today, even in the class, I covered this topic, that transparency is something that we can use to prepare or to inform our stakeholders. What is the information is going on in my program, to be very clear what is going on this thing. Alignment, empathy means empathy is not with the information. Empathy is relevant to putting yourself in other shoes. If you have to avoid some assumptions or something is not real, then empathy will be the answer. Alignment is a key word for organizational objectives. Alignment has nothing to do with the type of information or any stakeholder. B is wrong. C is transparency, to order to make sure the information is clear, whatever is available in your program. And D is consultation, means contacting the right people at the right time to make the right decision. So here, the main keyword of program information system only supports your transparency collaboration factor. So C is the correct answer.
Mr. Abdul,
Yes.
regarding the alignment, I have a question. So
Yes.
you are, if you are going for the information communication with your stakeholder, it's a part of alignment as well.
Yes, I agree, but program information system has nothing to do with that alignment topic. The tone of the question is that I am focusing on project information system. Information system have an essential role in supporting the value of which collaboration factor among the stakeholders. So the focus is on the information system, information management system. That is only supporting your transparency.
Well, I agree with transparency, but okay, so I will review carefully again. So that alignment still in my logic. So if not, we'll go to the tone of PM. But in my logic, alignment is a part of the information.
Yes, information
exchange.
can be part of the thing, but the keyword in terms of PMI alignment is with your organizational strategic or goals or objectives, strategy, organization level things.
Yeah, so the key word is collaboration. That's
correct.
Being transparent.
Collaboration factor which is linked to your PMIS. This those who have not yet studied, I will be putting every day 1 or 2 questions from topic of agile and collaboration. So this is actually your in the booklet. This is chapter number 7 on page number 64. So we can look at
on the exam. We will have also these two options together or not?
No, you will have few questions from collaboration domain, but they will be merged in the certain thing.
No, I will, if there will be an information alignment and transparency, will be as an option, or usually it's not the case.
Transparency will be the option. This I can sure, but what others will be, that I cannot tell.
Okay, thank you.
And the other thing I would like to mention here is that these are the questions that we are preparing based on the feedback that we are getting. Okay, the scenario will be different. Like you can be a program manager for a hospital program, you can be a program manager for school program, you can be a program manager for hydropower plant. It is that I cannot tell what will be the scenario, but the key tone or the last line 90% will be from this wording of the things. Okay, one is this information about these questions. You cannot expect copy paste questions, but the tone will be like this. And second word, and second thing is that the correct option will be there in the exam answer, but what will be the other options, that we cannot tell. So the only thing is that in this type of questions we have to see that what are the linking. And please, I will tell you in some other questions, please read the question carefully, because the tone of the question also contains a lot of information. So if he will not ask you this type of question, whatever is written there, he can ask that question also. For example, which tool is used to collect, store and distribute and integrate the program information? The answer is PMIS. Everybody knows, we have discussed a lot, program management information system. Or in other words, the question can also be, the program management information system is a tool which which is used to do which of the following activity for the program information. So there he can put distribute and integrate, collect and store, something like that. Okay, so each question is also very important to read and understand what is the question also. So in this
And also,
yes,
sorry,
please.
Mr. Abdul, I think it's good to repeat every time for the people who joined only for this lesson that the answer should be directly to you, not to the group chat.
Yeah, sure. Yes, please, everybody who is typing the answers, because somebody was not in the class number one. So please write the answers only to me. In the chat box, you have the option two. So instead of meeting group chat, you put my name. So the answer should only be to me. Thank you. Question number 23. Mr. Emery, please change your chat box to me only. In the option, the chat box, you have two. You click on my name. Then you can only send the message to me. Okay, which activity is performed? Which activity is performed for continuous monitoring? Which activity is performed to do continuous monitoring to give insights of the current health of the program and identifies areas that require special attention? Program closeout is gone, so nobody gave the answer. A is good. B, program delivery management. Mr. Serge, why B? Continuous monitoring.
I think that is a mistake. The right answer should be C then, because of performance and current health of the program.
Okay. Okay, performance management. Okay, and integration management. Somebody gave D. Who gave D? D. Okay, so here the correct answer is program performance management. This we covered today also. This is the definition of the program performance management. It is an page number 12 of your booklet. It is an ongoing activity which is done to perform continuous monitoring. So that is the key word. continuous monitoring, and this we will study in tomorrow in the magic grid also. This program performance monitoring is written in my first row of the magic grid in the integration domain. Integration knowledge area, I wrote program performance monitoring in every phase. So this is done throughout your program life cycle. So C is the correct answer, program performance management.
Okay.
Question number 24. So these are some tricky wording questions that are coming. Select two options, or he can say select all options. Okay. So normally he's not saying select the best answer, because we have already discussed that we have to select the best answer. So normally the typical wording is select all possible, or select all answers, or select two options. What are the, okay, we have time. Same. Miss Sabina, I'm not getting the answers from your side. Mr. Bhaskar, Mr. Emery, Ahmad, please give the answer.
So I've answered, sir.
Okay,
You are not
okay.
getting to me. I am also giving the answers. To check for all the questions, I give answer.
Okay. Ahmad is here. Miss Sabina is not giving, and Mr. Emery. Okay. So what are the
Miss Sabina most probably driving the car now, so that's
okay.
the reason.
Okay, good. Uh, what are the outputs of program performance management? Select two options that are correct. So Dr. Maria, why you selected A, final program report?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. A, final program report is prepared in your program closeout phase.
Okay.
So, and the regular reports that I am doing while I'm continuing, because performance management is not only in the closure phase. Performance management I am doing throughout the program lifecycle in my previous question that we asked. So the report that is continuously updated and contains a regular update of your program is your program performance reports and
Okay.
forecasts. And PMIS is wrong because that is a tool. So D is good. Nobody, Mr. Emery, D. No, D is program management information system is not a report, or it's not an output. It's an infrastructure development. In the beginning phase. It's a tool that will be used to carry out the activity in your program. So D is completely wrong here. What are the outputs of the program performance management? Means when I will be performing I will be checking the performance of my program. The output that I will get is program performance reports and forecasts. B and C are the correct answer. Clear to everybody? B and C.
Yes, sir.
Question number 25. Very good. A lot of people are giving the correct answer. Which of the following document assess the likelihood of achieving planned outcomes and to provide predictions of the future state? Predictions. So, Mr. Ruslan, what is the key word here? Predictions and the likelihood. So, which report will tell you this?
Prediction is forecast, it's clear, but on the beginning it says that achieve planned outcomes. To
Yeah,
achieve planned outcomes, what is the
likelihood.
link of
But likelihood,
the achieve?
likelihood is the same meaning that I am assuming something. It's not that I have actually achieved something. Which are the
So I
following
did not
document
pay attention to
assess the likelihood? Mr. Search,
it.
why B? Why B?
I put B because in the question it state following document.
Okay.
So I don't see a forecast as a document. So if we can see the likelihoods of achieving the goal, it can also be seen in the program performance report that show the performance of the program.
Okay, but in the previous question, you gave the correct answer. The output of program performance management are performance reports and the forecasts.
Yes, but output does not mean document. So here I focus on the word document.
Okay, okay, then what should I, because I agree. So what should be the question here then? Because the likelihood and predictions are the content of the forecasts. Okay, this is the thing, that these words are under the forecast. So if you don't want to say
Take
that I
out
should,
the word document. Take the word document out and just put which of the following assesses the likelihood of achieving planned outcomes
Exactly.
provide. That's all.
okay,
Exactly.
very good. Noted. Excellent. Noted. Very good. Noted. I will delete this document word. The other is okay, Mr. Bhaskar. You got the point now. Forecast. This
Because
is
I agree with him too. That throws me off in a lot of questions. You keep putting document in there. It's, you know.
okay. Clear. 26. Okay, you are a program manager of XYZ organization. Which activity is performed upon successful benefit delivery and approval by the steering committee? So benefits are delivered and then you have approved the thing. So what activity will you perform now? Of which activity? So Dr. Maria, why you selected C?
I don't know. I mean, I don't see the keywords in here. So upon successful benefits delivery, that's in the delivery phase.
But you have already delivered the benefits and the state approval has been granted by the steering committee.
Okay, so then it's the closeout. I don't know.
Yes, so now after delivering the benefits, getting the approval, you have to go in the closeout phase. I just put the wording of
Okay,
upon.
the reason why I was looking at this from the components level.
Okay, upon successful.
Right, so benefit delivery, I'm thinking it comes out of the component and it's approved and then it goes into the program.
Okay, that is okay, but okay, I got the point. But as a general rule, if he doesn't mention anything, whether it's a program or a when a component, we have to assume that he's talking about the program level thing.
Okay. Okay,
If
that's where I screwed up.
yes,
Yeah.
if he has if I say that one component has delivered the benefit, then still I will remain in the delivery phase. Now I got your tone, right? This was your thinking.
Right.
So then in that case, he would mention which activity is to be performed upon successful benefit delivery by one of the component.
Okay.
By one of the component, and it has been approved, then you still remain in the program delivery phase. So, and I didn't, I was supposed to write which activity should be performed next. This can also be another tone of the question. Upon successful benefit delivery and approval by the steering committee, which activity should be done next? Then this is a clear-cut program closeout phase. Okay, but
So if it never mentions component, it's just assumed it's program.
correct. That is by default is a program. Okay, but just to make it more tricky, I didn't use a word what will we do next, because this tone is more from the tricky exam point of view, from the book point of view. Which activity is performed upon successful incompletion, upon successful benefit delivery? Upon means next in direct words. Okay, Mr. Sir, it would have been more tricky if you put benefit transition and program closeout. Noted. Benefit. Okay, instead of benefit identification, I should use benefit transition. Agreed. To bring it very good. To make it more tricky. Okay, very good. Question number 27. In this type of the question, you have to look for the best answer. Means a mandatory condition. Okay.
I have no clue.
Okay. So it means that this is a, if you have no clue, then it's a good question. You are in the program closure phase. So it means I am in the closure phase now. What is the condition? In addition to that, all contracts should be formally closed before the program itself is closed. Select one answer. Why I put here select one answer? Because this is a tone that there are multiple correct answers, but I want you to give me only one answer. Okay. So B, knowledge transfer is performed. Mr. Emery, why B? Okay, Mr. Ruslan, why B?
Well, I gave the first answer A, but I think that if we're talking about the contracts, so in order to close the contracts, we need to to get all the knowledge, and the knowledge should be transferred.
Okay, this is also not wrong. I have to do knowledge transfer. C, not team
C or
members.
D.
C or D. Okay, team members and funding are reassigned to other program. This also we have to do. Program resources are released as the program is being closed. Also we have to do. B, C, D are not wrong. But what about A? All components should be completed or cancelled. Which condition gives you the more mandatory requirement?
A.
A. So that's why I gave select one answer. This was a short, tricky question in the real exam. Okay. So
I gave the A answer, but then I saw that logically the knowledge transfer is also important part because you are closing the contract.
yes, Mr. Ruslan
Yeah.
here.
Before that happens, you have to make sure the components are all closed.
Yes. If I say all, okay, I go back. when I should close all my components or cancelled in the program delivery phase, right? So I am giving you the condition that I am in the program closure phase. I have already written. So it means A must had been already done. Then I am allowed to come inside. This is a mandatory condition. So you said is also important. B is important. C is important. D is important. 100% agreed. But A is mandatory.
Absolutely, yes. I think so.
So all agree because a lot of people got A, but this keep in mind, there are questions coming, select one answer. It means these are the most difficult questions in which he is asking you to about the mandatory condition. Please this thing, keep this thing in mind. Not he is not asking you the important thing, he is asking you the mandatory requirement. Okay. So in this 27 number question, A is the correct answer in this scenario.
But Mr. Abdul, can I
Yes.
ask a question?
Sure.
When we say program closure phase, it means that components already completed.
Clear?
We shall not wait for the completion of. We shall wait for the completion of all components to close the program. It means that this step already done and we switch to another one.
That's why
Am
it's
I right?
a condition.
What is the
Condition.
condition to that? Well, contract should
In
be formally-
you are
Before the program closure phase, we have component closure phase.
Mhm.
And then we have program closure phase. To have program closure phase, we have to get all components completed before it,
Agreed.
before this phase.
Right. But in this question,
But that's why I choose B. I mean, it's obvious that components already completed,
yes,
and now we're closing our program.
no, I agree. But now, to you, Ms. Sabina, if I would have asked, what is the condition that I should to go from the delivery phase to the closure phase? Okay, I could have asked this question also. Then everybody will give A directly the answer, right? If
Yeah.
that was straightforward. But here, the main emphasis is that what is the condition before the program? What is the condition before the program itself is closed? That is the only question here. Okay, the main question, what is the condition before the program itself is closed? Because knowledge transfer may be not required. We have seen in the benefits domain that maybe sometimes benefit transition is not mandatory if it is not in your charter. Okay, in a special case, normally in our case, I did something for my program and just close the book and that's all. I don't need to hand over to anybody. This can be one of the program condition. But if I need to close my program, I cannot skip the condition of A.
Yeah. This made your question tricky.
Sure, I had so I had to make it I had to make it tricky. But the thing is
But
that
if you have I get her point though. I get her point though, because if you're in the program closure phase before you can even get there, you're in a phase gate review of
correct.
the delivery of the components, and that determines whether they move forward or not before it goes into the program closure. So it should already be closed.
Yes, agreed. I'm not saying it's not done, but now I'm just asking you what is the condition? What I have to check again one time whether I can close the program or not. That's the only question. I'm just
Who's checking the condition? Who's checking the condition?
Program manager or the steering committee, anybody who has authority to close the program. He has to just check whether the components are closed or not. If not closed, whatever you perform B, C, D, but if your component is open, can I close the program?
No, you can't.
Yes,
but
so
before you even go to program closure phase, you should already have done that when you were in a phase gate review at the end of the delivery phase. So something's missing in the sentence. That's the problem. To make it's not clear.
Okay, then if I delete the first line, I will delete you are in the program closure phase. I will delete this
then
line.
It's different. Yep, then it's different, right? If you delete the first one.
If I delete the first line, I only say what is the condition. In addition to that, all contracts should be formally closed before the program itself is closed. Then everybody agree with A if I delete the first line.
Yeah.
Miss Sabina, if I delete you are in the closure phase, then is it okay?
For me, if you
Um,
will add,
it
add
means that it
also
will be
mandatory.
different question.
Personally, I think that if the first sentence is not into the question, yes, it will be more clear that the answer will be, yes, part of a good one.
Okay.
But is PMP going to trick us like that?
No,
Make you think?
that is a
I mean,
point,
are they going to put a sentence that has nothing to do with the answer? Are they going to do that?
Sure. Your questions are mostly 3 to 4 liner, and first 2 lines have no sense. And no sense, sorry, bad word, have no meaning in your question. That's why I say read the last line first. It's up to them,
Mr.
whatever they can
Abdul,
put in the first line. Yes.
you mentioned several times during this question the mandatory definition.
Mm-hmm.
So if you will put there the mandatory, then it will be clear that the other B, C, D can or cannot be.
No,
But A is mandatory.
okay, but Mr. Ruslan, I wrote select one answer. So this is the PMI tone of saying mandatory condition. He will not say you please clear the mandatory condition. If I have already written select one answer, it means I already know the others are also correct.
Logic is perfect. I agree.
Yes, so
Yes.
this is the typical PMI tone, select one answer.
Yeah, so you have to change that because it wouldn't be program closure phase. It would be you could say something like in between it or something. I don't know.
Okay, I will make some scenario in line number 1. Okay, I will not say you, I will just say that final program report is prepared in the program closure phase. Okay, this is the first line, and then the second condition. Okay, that will be much more.
If I can contribute, I mean, also, I think that if you think we are probably going to have such question during the exam, yes, we should be already familiar with the complexity
Yeah,
and
correct.
yes, maybe the confusion that it creates, so that
Yeah, so just leave it.
Your
that's
revision will not change anything. We will have similar questions and
Yes,
similar tricky questions during the exam, so we have to be prepared.
right. This I agree. It's good that we have a discussion. So now you know that there can be some misguiding terms, because if I prepared this, that examiner can also put something like that, and nobody would have discussed. Nobody would have discussed with him that this is misleading something. Okay, so it's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mr. Abdul,
Yes.
totally support you. If there will not be a discussion on arguments, mean that this question is easy. And
Yes.
if you will put the easy question, then it's not a preparation.
Very good. Okay. First we complete, then we can have a discussion. Student number, in which phase of the, okay, please read it. So this question has 2 parts. I will just speed up. In which phase of the program is the final program report prepared? So in which phase you are preparing the final program report? First, see the first part, closure phase or delivery phase. So who is giving C? Ahmad, how, in which phase you are preparing the final program report? You can unmute yourself.
It should not be before the closure phase, before closeout.
No, we just discussed final program report is prepared in the closure phase. In the delivery phase, we are preparing program performance reports. Page number 11 of the booklet. And who gives its approval before the closeout activities commence? That is your program steering committee. Mr. Emery, note C, final program report is prepared in the program closure phase. Program performance reports are prepared in the program delivery phase. So in this part, be careful. These are 2 combination of the answers. First, you have to select which phase, which is your program closure phase, A or B. C and D are eliminated. And then steering committee or sponsor, then A is the correct answer. So A was the correct answer. Question number 29. So very good. So everybody is giving the correct answer. As a program manager, you must present the summary of the progress of all program components. So it means I am looking for something under my program delivery phase. So now in this case, program performance report A is the correct answer. In that case, C, B, C, D are completely wrong. Yes, Mr. Binay, we are talking about a summary progress and summary progress also of the components. The key point is summary progress of the components or a continuous live activity. Then that is your program performance reports in which we are continuously giving the status of my things. And the last question 30. So this is another tone of asking the question in which he has given you the content of a particular report. So in this type of question, there are no opportunity that you can give any other alternative option. Okay. So in this, as a program manager, you are interested to know success, failures, customer approval, and history of all baselines in your program. Which report contains this information that is contained in your C final program report, because the other things are not in your closure phase. So this was the questions for today. The best thing is that we had a very productive discussion. And at the end, I just wanted to say that these questions I am preparing with my 1 or 2 students who recently gave the exam, and it is taking me at least 10 to 15 minutes to think and prepare one question. Okay, so there may be some typo mistakes. Some my thinking things is good that we are discussing it, and but the bottom line is that we have to be prepared for the worst case scenario. If you are able to solve this 180 question that I am preparing, that we are developing this, expect that you will not get difficult scenario than this. Okay, and something which is not clear, then you have to look. That's the point of discussion, to look into that, how we should be not how we should not get distracted from the makeup scenario that is coming in the exam. That is the main point. So thank you very much for attending.
Mr. Agol,
Yes, please.
thank you. Thanks a lot. So for all this effort, for all this extra time which you are spending for the people who already passed the exam and then giving all this information to us.
No, thank you
I
very much.
appreciate it.
It really motivates
Really
me.
appreciate.
It's really motivates me that we are joining in large numbers. And after taking this thing, I will book all of your exams after 1 week of finishing this course, because I'm preparing you for the worst case. Okay. So thank you very much, and we see you tomorrow. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.